This scene could be 100 years ago, but in fact, it's today. One thing is true of both eras. Canadians have always had an abundance of food. Canadians spend more than $1 billion a year on meat. Meat packing is the fourth largest manufacturing industry in Canada. Every day, $2.5 million is spent by meat packers across Canada on the purchase of livestock. Today, we're among the most sophisticated eaters in the world, and among the best fed. Did you know that the average Canadian eats almost 80 pounds of beef a year, 50 pounds of pork, and 40 pounds of poultry? In all, he eats about 200 pounds of meat a year. This abundance of food undergoes careful preparation before it gets to the table. But one of the most important steps is government inspection. There are federal government inspectors in all major meatpacking plants. Their stamp is a guarantee that the meat is fully inspected. Government officials also carefully grade the meat. The three top grades of beef are Canada Choice, red brand, Canada Good, blue brand, and Canada Standard. Packing house workers prepare the meat for a variety of uses. Large cuts for wholesalers and restaurants. Most retailers buy beef in sides or quarters. Canadians eat more bacon per capita than any other people in the world. Canadian bacon is regarded as a delicacy in many countries. Our bacon is a worldwide standard of quality. A tremendous variety of pork products are produced: hams, picnic shoulders, loins, Canadian back bacon, a delicacy much sought after in the United States, and all kinds of sausages, including many European-style varieties. Food technology has developed some wonderful new varieties of convenience meats. They're prepared for instant use. They're already cooked and oft-times sliced for you. And they come conveniently packaged in just the right amounts for all sizes of families. Much of the packaging is highly mechanized. Great care is taken in the weighing and inspecting to ensure that you get full value. The greatest technical advances in the food industry has been in the development of frozen foods. Take vegetables, for instance. Many vegetables, such as peas, come to you all ready to cook. They're washed, and some are individually frozen so that you can use just as many as you want at one time. It's not like years ago when you could only get fresh peas about 3 weeks of the year. Now with freezing, they're available all year round. And since the harvesting and the processing is done on the same day, it's like having peas picked fresh for you this morning. Corn, beans, and other vegetables are also harvested and processed in one day. Vegetables are tinned or frozen to suit individual preferences. In one method of freezing, set quantities designed for the average use are frozen in separate packages. Another method involves freezing the vegetables in large quantities, but making them free-flowing by keeping them separate during the freezing process. They are then packaged so that one can take as many as one wants at a time. You know, one of the vegetables that no one ever thinks of as a vegetable is the peanut. Now, we don't freeze peanuts, but they do go through a highly sophisticated process in order to make pure peanut butter. Carefully roasted, each peanut is individually examined by an electronic selector so that only those with the proper degree of roasting are used. The aging process of several years at a constant temperature and a constant humidity is the key to producing a truly great cheese. Canadians are eating more and more cheese each year. Our cheese is highly regarded in other countries too. Canadian cheddar gets a premium price in Britain, the home of the original cheddar cheese. From regular cheeses, the convenient processed cheese products have been developed. The basis of a good processed cheese is a variety of carefully selected, properly aged cheddar cheese. Cheese, like other dairy products such as butter and ice cream, depends on a constant supply of good milk. Besides the familiar 1 pound family package of butter, small individual patties are made for restaurant use. Ice cream is produced in a wide variety of flavors and sizes. The advances the food industry has made are the result of research. The industry carries on research on many different levels. It works to produce better foods at lower costs. It helps medicine by making drugs from animal byproducts and other chemical sources. And it designs better livestock feeds to promote improvement in animals and poultry and to reduce the costs to the farmer. The basic drugs are produced and exported by one company in Canada for use in many parts of the world, including the Far East, Europe, and South America. With food research, taste, of course, is the final test. Canadian industrial research developed a method of using byproducts for the production of heparin, an anticoagulant used in the treatment of heart disease. Research also devised a way of producing pure bile acid from beef bile. This is used in the production of cortical hormones. The most scientific diets are those of the animals, which aren't affected by individual preference. Their diets are scientifically formulated to give a balanced intake of vitamins, minerals, and proteins. Animal feeds aren't just tested in the lab, but in on-farm conditions at a special research center. Information about improved feeding methods is passed on to livestock producers across the country. Canada's farmer of today is vitally interested in the latest results of research into feeding and management techniques. Farmers from all parts of Canada come to study the results of tests conducted on research farms.
Buongiorno, signore. Michele cambia package for me. Grazie tanto. Capisco che avete bisogno di due check.
Ich hoffe, dass alles in Ordnung ist und nochmals vielen Dank für die Bestellung.
Sí, señor. Sí, su pedido por 50 toneladas.
Canada sells food throughout the world. One of our leading food companies ships more than 70 different Canadian agricultural products to more than 70 countries. But most of the food goes to Canadians.
Make it about 360, eh? You can put it on teacher. Fine, well, thanks very much. Listen, I'll get up for a game of golf one of these days. Fine, bye-bye.
Avec le plan, et puis tout sera parfait, quoi. On va te livrer les 3/4 de la quantité.
Make it 250. Okay, fine, Ralph. For your regular pickup counter, how about maple leaf skinless sausage? One. You're using about 60 pounds a week of that anyway, and...
Et puis le restant la semaine prochaine. Maintenant, nous avons aussi...
This time, Peter, without having any license. Thank you. You want a potato, Pete? Oh, yeah.
The test of good food, after all, is in the eating.